stories. How I believed that I could climb through every page. How all the fire and glory, all the revenge and all the rage. Have you heard of the heroes ending? They couldn't protect and they couldn't defend in all the way. Have you heard of the heroes ending? If we go further, then we'll never be the same. Heroes I feel us getting older. I have my bones attached to the ropes that left my soul in a different place on earth. But it's never really over. Returning again on a different face in a different way. Have you heard of the heroes ending? They couldn't protect and they couldn't defend in all the pain. Have you heard of the heroes ending? If we go further, then we'll never be the same.
Hey. Alright. So, just checking this out. Coming in and reviewing my missed trades. Went tilt again today. Had had a lot of attempts to take this. I just knew with my bones and my intuition was that there was gonna be a big move down. So for FOMC, when it ran up, and then is this the FOMC wick? Yeah. So this is the news wick. These news wicks are important, which I totally didn't pay attention to over here. I was entering and I saw the highs here. I was entering in when I shouldn't have been. I was just firing off too many shots. Mental capital tapped out for breaking rules and things back over here, and I entered in over here too early. The time, the important thing is to take a look at the time. Look at the time down there, 32. I had got in at this one is way too early, but then I did get one in after 30, but it opened here at 32 and it ran up. Now we have the wick here, and what is it? The final quarter right there. This, my stop loss should have been above that, and I should have waited. Now if I would have waited for 35, this would have been 34, and this structure here is beautiful. It struck it, and I wouldn't have got in right when it hit it. I don't know if it's going to keep going up. Once it dropped back down below the high here, but below this, and the time is right. This is 34. Popped out right here, boom, and it pulled up here up to the last quarter. Right here, this one here. Okay, it tapped this last quarter part. This is when I would have entered dead smack right here. Stop loss would have been above there. That's where it would have been, and my take profit was I can't bring the video back up, but I know what I can do. So so I was able to get this here, and I can see exactly what my take profit was. 737 ticks at 26.55. 26.55.75. So as you see, this would have been 217 handles run that I would have took profit on if I had gotten in. If I would have caught that trade, this was my take profit right there, and that take profit of 26.55 here, yeah, right here, right there, it's right here. Again, everyone, this is something really nice to do. Grade your sessions and use them. This is the final quarter of these quarters that price ran down into. Here's the final quarter. It doesn't have to be exact. It can. The most important thing is on this quarter of the range, what PD arrays are actually on it or right exactly above it. So this 25 is on this order block here, and this is a valid order block. It took liquidity here, it swept that, and then it also created a fair value gap. So we have right here, and I'm just going to go and encompass that one there. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, make targets at these quarters. And just be aware, don't just say, oh, I'm going right to it. No, look to the left, get a PD array that's there, and don't be greedy and make it somewhere around there. I just felt it in my bones that this move was going to happen. And, you know, based on, you know, my years of working with the market and stuff, that's where I felt it, that it was going to go. And it did. And that would have been a beautiful thing, but you know, it happens. You know, it happens where you over trade, and then your mental capital is tapped out by the time you go for the actual move. So anyway, later. Hey, no, I forgot to I wanted to go down into the I wanted to go down into the 15-second chart to show the structure at that point. Okay, here's the 15-second chart, and again, this is the S15 5010 fib. I have to get out. Okay, 230. Drop it on 230. And bring it to 234.45. Yeah, boom. Now it's evenly laid out right to 50 right there. Bang. All right. Okay, so what I see here is we have accumulation, and then we have an early. It started to do its manipulation early. I love when I see that happening. So you can see accumulation, and it starts running up, and it takes out the highs to the left nearly. And this is where that I believe this is that where it comes up to comes up to the final quarter. It hits that, and then right here, so it does like an early manipulation above these highs here. It starts early and then just runs. This is, you would expect this to be the distribution, you know, accumulation, manipulation. It should be like accumulation and manipulation and then distribution. So it didn't do, I'm not like, if I focus my mind heavily on following that like that, I'm just very familiar with when it gets to when it starts to run quickly, I say, oh, it's doing the manipulation early. A lot of times when I see it start to do it, and just these candles alone don't tell the tale, but how rapidly it was doing it, you know, how it was actually doing it live is what the tall tale sign would have been. And we see here after it strikes, then he just gave up the ghost. So yeah, all right, that's it.